What's up, everybody? Hope you all had a great day. Getting into this episode of GH, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I was 1,000% disappointed with this episode. I was. I didn't like it because I'm like, we had what, four explosive episodes, and we come back to this shit. Carly and her coven. Just like, no, no, thank you. Like, this shit was a letdown because I'm like, ugh. Like, I forgot all about Willow and her cancer and all that mess. I forgot all about that shit. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, these last four episodes, I was enjoying this shit. And now we're back to blah. Just, ugh. Like, I was just watching certain parts of this episode. I just wanted, it was gag worthy. Um, First of all, I did like the way Sasha handled Heather Weber, though. I loved it. Like, my only thing is, so anybody could just walk up into PCPD and say, "Oh, I want to see this person. I'm their lawyer," and you just let them in. Okay, duly noted. I'm like, come on now. So Sasha just walks in and says that she's Heather Weber's lawyer, and she just gets easy access. No verification, no ID, no proof. Just bring her up. You gonna let her in? Okay. But I like the way Sasha handled it. You know, she had her foot on Heather's neck, like for real. Like she wasn't letting her up because she saw the type of game Heather was trying to play. Heather trying to pull that old insanity card. Like, oh, Ryan must have hypnotized me. Oh, I didn't know what he was doing. He must have just kidnapped me and Esme. Like, all this whole scenario. Like, she tried to play that shit up, and Sasha wasn't buying it. Because Sasha knew the type of game that she was trying to run. She gonna try to plead insanity, so that way they could send her to some little stupid ass place like Spring Ridge or something like that so she can escape again. That's all she gonna try to do because she don't want to go to no maximum security facility. She don't want to do that. You know what I mean? Because then it's gonna be even harder for her to get out. You know. Um, and Sasha made it abundantly clear. She was like, at the end of the day, Heather could play whatever game she want to play, but Sasha was like, "Who you think the jury gonna believe when she testify? Because trust me, she gonna play up the grieving widow. She gonna play that grieving widow card, and she feels like that's gonna trump whatever insanity plea Heather tries to put down." Um, so Cody went to go see Dante and Sam because he wanted Dante to go try to stop Sasha or whatever from doing something she'll regret. But Sasha handled it, and Dante sat right there when he walked in there. He just let it happen. He let her say what she had to say to Heather, and I don't blame him because Sasha needed to say it. I mean, this woman lost her husband because of her. She had every right to unleash on her. Dante let her say what she had to say, and basically told her, "All right, time's up. You gotta go." So now Heather gonna sit down with Dante talking about, "Oh, I'm ready to confess." I'm like, Heather, you better say the right thing. Don't you dare sit here and try to play no insanity, because we all know you crazy, but you are very much in charge of your faculties. Like, you're nuts, but you knew what your crazy ass was doing though. So don't try to pull that stunt. But we all know Heather Weber is full of stunts and tricks. That's all that woman know how to do. That's all she know how to do. Um, so anyway, moving on from that. Sam and Cody had a conversation. Sam feels like she may have misjudged Cody. No, you didn't, Sam. But Sam feels like a part of her can't judge him too harshly because of her past. You know what I'm saying? Conning all them rich men out their funds and whatnot. So she feels like she can't really judge him too much, for the route that he took. And I understand where she's coming from because, you know what I'm saying? You can't throw stones. You can't. You can't live in a glass house and throw stones. Because she did similar shit to him. She was a con in her day, so I get it. But she feels like it was crazy of him to even try to want the diamonds or whatever because she feels like those Jews are cursed. But Cody feels like he's just who he is. You know what I mean? Like, you know, he feels like Sam didn't misjudge him. That's just who he is. He got greedy. Instead of, embracing love and family and stuff, he just wanted the money. And I get it. I mean, when you're staring at millions and millions of dollars worth of jewelry, I mean, that could be yours. Of course you're going to get a little greedy. Some people, not everybody. But, I'm glad that he's actually starting to realize that maybe, he should tell Mac the truth because he was looking at his phone when he left, looked like he was about to call Mac. And I think he should. You know what I'm saying? Mac is a great father. You know what I'm saying? Why would you not want him as a dad? You know what I'm saying? This is his chance to turn his life around and get to know his father. You know what I'm saying? He could learn a lot from Mac. And hopefully he picks up the phone and call him and tell him the whole story, tell him the truth. You know, he got greedy, it was stupid, and, you know, he wants to turn his life around. Otherwise, Cody, you might as well go ahead and go work for Miss Wu or be her little, you know, her little bitch or whatever. You know what I mean? Do what you do. But I think he should give Mac a chance. You know what I'm saying? Instead of running around trying to be a little grifter. You know, because money ain't everything. Trust. Um, you know, it's good to have money. Don't worry. You know, don't. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's nice to have it, but at what cost? You know what I'm saying? Are you really willing to throw, you know, good people to the side all for money? You know what I'm saying? That's. I mean, what good is the money? If you ain't got nobody around you, you know what I'm saying? No family, no friends. What good is the money? So hopefully he realizes that and he decides that, you know what, I want Mac in my life. You know, I want Felicia to be a part of my life. Maxie. I mean, look at all the people that you gain with Mac as your dad. You know, you gain a huge Scorpio family. You know what I'm saying? Robert as your uncle. You know what I'm saying? You got, you know, Maxie as your sister. You got Robin and Autumn as your cousin. You know what I'm saying? You got nieces and nephew. You know what I mean? Like, you got a boatload of family. Who wouldn't want that? You know, good people, fun people. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. They got stories for days about their adventures and stuff. Hell, Felicia alone. Come on now. I would love to be a part of the Scorpio family. Shit, most of the families in Port Charles, I would love to be a part of. Shit, they fun. They get down. And I feel like he's missing out. So hopefully he clears that up. Um. So anyway, moving on from that. I get where Willow coming from. You know, she's pretty much feeling like she's on borrowed time right now because she is. She only got like a few weeks to live. You know what I mean? And she feels like, how does she tell Wiley that she's about to die? And I agree with Carly. I feel like for right now, you don't really have to tell him anything because he is young. You know, it's a lot to process. The boy has been a lot. You know, he's been through a lot in his short life. You know, so I don't think they should have to tell him right now. I think they should prolong it a little bit. You know what I mean? For however long, just enjoy the moments that she does have with him. Um, and you know, enjoy the moments she have with him and with Amelia, the Gerber baby. And just enjoy. You know what I mean? Don't worry about the details later. You could focus on that later. Don't focus on that right now. But you know, I get why she wanted to delay her treatments and whatnot. I get it. You know, she put her child ahead of herself, you know, her baby. But at the same time, I do feel like, just my opinion, I feel like she was a little selfish with it. Because look how long it took her to tell Michael, and she wasn't thinking about Wiley. You know what I'm saying? The boy has been through a lot. You know, his biological mother ain't around anymore, and now he's about to lose another mother. She should have thought about him. You know, her and Michael could have had another child down the road. You know, if it wasn't biologically possible, they could have did it maybe through adoption, or, you know, if she couldn't carry the baby, maybe they could have did a surrogacy. It's a lot of ways for them to have another child. You know what I'm saying? But her being here is important, you know, especially for Wiley. So I feel like it was a bit selfish on her part. Um, so anyway, moving on from that, Sonny. I don't understand why Sonny tried to get BLQ to talk to Michael. I'm like, Willow has tried to get Michael to reconcile with Sonny, and he wouldn't do it for her. So if he's not going to do it for her, what makes you think BLQ is going to have any luck? Her and Michael are cool, but they're not like this. You know what I'm saying? They're not joined at the hip. They're not tight like that. So what makes you think she's going to have any sway with Michael? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that was foolish of him to even go to her about that. Um, and it was mainly for Nina, because, you know, he wants to reconcile with Michael, but at the same time, it's about Nina, because he wants her to persuade Michael to, to persuade Michael and Willow to let Nina spend time with Willow. You know what I mean? And for them to reconcile and stuff. And I'm just like, that's a dumb way to come at this. Cause I'm like, for one, the woman is dying right now. You know what I'm saying? Her reconciling with Nina is the farthest thing from her mind right now. She's worried about what's going to happen in a few weeks. You know what I'm saying? She's on borrowed time. She's worried about what's going to happen with Michael, what's going to happen with the kids. That's where her focus is right now. It's not about Nina. And I feel like it's a dumbass time for him to bring that up right now. So of course Michael comes in and whatnot, and of course Sonny brings it up. And Michael was just like, no, I'm not going to talk to Willow about reconciling with Nina. He was like, no, we're not worried about that right now. And he was like, for one, Willow was on borrowed time. She may only have weeks, maybe days left. And he was like, he wants her to spend her last days however she wants to do it. And if she doesn't want to spend that with Nina, then that's her choice. You know what I'm saying? And Michael was like, I'm not going to go to Willow about this. And I can't say I blame him. You know what I'm saying? I can't say I blame him. So of course Sonny gets all pissed off and stuff like that, talking about, oh, whatever happens next is on you and I'm done and this, that, and the third. I'm like, Sonny, you're making a bad situation right now about you and Nina. And it's not about y'all. Like, it's really not. So I can't fault Michael for that. You know, this is on Willow. If Willow wants to reconcile with Nina, that's gotta come from her. You know what I'm saying? He's not gonna push that. You know? And I don't blame him. Can't say I fault him for it. So anyway, Nina bumps into Drew or whatever because she was looking for Willow. And of course, Nina had no idea that Willow left the hospital to go home. And she felt like that was a bad idea because she feels like the hospital can give her better treatment. But I'm like, what other treatments can the hospital do? I agree with Drew on this. I'm like, they've done everything they can do. The only thing they can do next is a bone marrow transplant. And the only way to do that is to get a match, which they haven't gotten yet. So she's at stage 4 right now. She's terminal. You know, what else can a hospital do other than that? So of course, Drew tells her that it was Michael and Willow's decision for her to go home, and she of course blames Carly. Oh, I'm sure Carly had a hand in it. I'm like, oh my god, Nina. I'm all for her getting revenge on Carly, but her blaming this woman for every little thing is getting out of control. It's like, girl, she had nothing to do with that. That was Willow and Michael's choice. Carly had no say, no opinion, no nothing on that. That was them. Like, Nina, I swear, Carly lives rent free in this woman's mind. I'm like, every little thing that happens with Willow, she blames Carly for it. You know what I'm saying? She blames Carly for everything. She blames Carly for the sun going down too fast. It's like, Nina, grow up. You know, and Drew tried to tell her, for one, he's not okay with her lying about what she did. Like, he's not okay with that. But he was like, you know, they're getting past it or whatever for Willow's sake and, you know, the family. So of course Nina's pissed because she feels like Drew is just as guilty as Carly in all this because he co-signs her shit. So Nina feels like, you know, whatever payback comes Carly way and whatever payback comes Drew's way, he deserves it just as much as she does. So basically she's using all of this as an excuse to come after them. And I'm like, my thing is, I agree with Drew once again that Carly is not to blame for Nina's fractured relationship with Willow. That's on Nina. She tormented that girl from day one. When she was Charlotte's stepmother, she tormented that girl. You know what I'm saying? She never let up on Willow. So that's on Nina. Carly had nothing to do with their fractured relationship. So Nina needs to own up to her shit. Like, this is all you. You know what I'm saying? So she needs to stop blaming other people and look in the mirror and see the part that she played in all of this. You know, because this all started with her. So you can blame her all you want to. So anyway, moving on from that. Jocelyn and Dex. I feel like the writers dropped the ball with the whole Dex situation because I feel like he should have been paired with Christina. I feel like they missed the mark on this one because I feel like they would have got some good soap drama had they paired Christina and Dex together. Because think about it. Christina loves her dad. You know what I'm saying? She wants Sonny in her life. So to have her man and her brother plotting to take her dad away would have been explosive. You know, for her to find that out. The confrontation between her, Michael, and Dex would have been fucking huge. It would have been 4th of July fireworks. I'm just saying that should have been sweeps. That would have been February sweeps at its finest. You know what I'm saying? But instead, we got him and Jocelyn. I'm like, ugh. So, of course, you know, he's sitting there talking about the pikeman deal on the phone. And, of course, Jocelyn overhears it and wants to know what the hell is pikeman. So, he pretty much reveals to her that he's there to take Sonny down. So, she asked him if he's a cop, an agent. He said no. He was just in the military and all that stuff. So, she's trying to ask him, who does he work for? And he told me, oh, I can't tell you that. Why not? You already told her most of the damn story. You might as well tell her the rest. That Michael hired you. Might as well. She doesn't want Sonny a part of her life anyway, correct? So why would it matter if she found out Michael is the one behind it? knowing her the way she feel about Sonny right now, she should be elated. So Dex is trying to find out, does she really want Sonny out of her life? Because he's sitting there talking about, oh, if you don't want, it's whatever you want. Like, if you don't want me to do this or you this, that, and the third, tell me what you want. Dex, I want you to grow a pair of balls. I want you to grow a backbone and stop sitting here basically telling this girl whatever she want you will do. Like, stop being a little puppy. Like, please stop. You're a man. Grow some balls. Jocelyn don't dictate to you. And I feel like he should have just lied to her or something, because I wouldn't have told her all of this. I mean, if you're going to tell her 90% of the truth, you might as well tell her the damn rest of who hired you. You might as well. I'm just saying. Because Dex pretty much made it clear that if he, goes through with this or whatever, well, either way, he might have to leave town. You know what I'm saying? So, because when Sonny finds out that he been double crossing him, I mean, ain't no telling what Sonny gonna do. You remember the last time somebody infiltrated his organization? He shot his own son. So we all know what he would do to Dex. Come on now. It's a no-brainer. I mean, the man tortured Dex when he, thought he could be a killer or whatever the case may be, or, when he thought he was doing nefarious things, hell, he was ready to kill the man. He tortured the hell out of him. So he finds out about this. I ain't no telling what Sonny gonna do to him next. So anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section, let me know what you all thought, and I will see you all later. Peace.